Hello, everyone.
Hola!
Yes, welcome to this weekly roundup. I'm Michelle with 2 L's.
And I am Natalie, the red, but maybe orange.
And we are Force of Light Entertainment.
We are.
You guys know us. You know us. You know us. Yeah, we've got an awesome show for you all.
We've got a good show.
We've got a really good show. We've got a good show. We've got a fun show. I didn't know because the new. I mean, I keep saying this every week. The news has been a little slow, a little drab lately, but yet there's always stuff when I go to put the weekly roundup together, and it's like, no, we're going to have fun with this. This is some good stuff.
We're going to have fun tonight.
We are. We're going to have fun. We've got a good guest tonight, and we're going to have some fun.
So come on this ride of
fun.
A fun.
A funness.
Yes.
As Mega Max says, force of light and Jane theory equals awesome.
I like that.
And you see what I put? I put Mega Mac equals awesome. Yes. And hello, happy person. Hello to you. Hello to Share Bear. It's always nice to see Share Bear. And Dominic, nice to see you. I'm so happy that you're excited to join us on this live stream tonight. And there is our guest. There's Natalie in there. There's TD.
It's me.
There's TD. Hello, TD. And hello to Rick. Rick, what are you writing in, my friend? Rick, you're writing in Middle Eastern language, and I don't know what you're saying.
Apparently, he is Haitian, Creole, Dari, Afghanistan, and English.
I noticed that Afghan because I could tell because I could not read it. And hello to Keely. Nice to see you. Always nice to see you, Keely. Hello
Keely.
Jedi Knight Lego Hall. Nice to see
you.
I just love that he put Jedi Knight, Lego Hall, Jane, and Force of Light. Yes, exactly.
I love the name.
You've got us all. And there is the one and only Marcos, our awesome moderator. Nice to see you.
The best.
And Grand Admiral Adam. Nice to see you.
And thank you.
Yes. Oh, thank you. And
thank you, kind
Shauna Smith, our sister-in-law.
Shauna!
Nice to see you in here, Shauna.
Shauna is one of my favorite people in the whole world.
And she says, hi.
Hey. She is our sister in love, and I love her very, very much.
Nice to have you here. And nice to have Billy here. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Nice to see Dennis. Nice to see you. John, good to have you here.
Hey, John.
Noran, good to have you. Good to have everyone here tonight, and I'm sure more will come in as we go along, as you guys always come in.
Smash that like button.
Yes, go ahead and smash the like button. Sparking News Podcast. Good to see you. Good to see everyone here. Well, we've got an awesome show. And the awesome show begins with a great guest. And that is the one and only, the Jane Theory. How are you doing, Jane?
Hey. I'm doing fantastic. So happy to be here. How are you guys?
Doing pretty good.
Well, just happy to hear your sweet, lovely voice.
I know.
A long day.
She does have, it's like a jazz voice.
It is.
It's like silk.
It's smooth.
So nice to have you with us to discuss some of the crazy stuff going on in Hollywood this week.
Yes, and crazy it has been, for sure.
Gosh, I feel like we need to rename the weekly roundup to just craziness in Hollywood. that feels like
that's pretty much it.
It feels like it would be a more accurate title of what is going on. So yeah, well, again, glad to have you here. What's been going on with you, with your channel?
Oh, I just actually started a new channel called
did you?
Called Feast and Festival, where I'll be posting my travels around the world on occasion and around Louisiana.
You were in Hawaii.
Yeah, I was in Hawaii recently, so I'm going to have some videos on that, and yeah, just having some fun, getting away from some of the craziness on the entertainment channel in Hollywood. So
that's good. Yeah, more and more lately over the weekend, I've kind of disconnected from getting on. I haven't been on Twitter near as much in general as I used to.
I'm not. So anybody that follows me on Twitter, not saying that you guys do. I'm just saying if you do.
Oh, they've all noticed that you're never there.
It's not my natural habitat. I like to visit every now and then, maybe once a week or so.
Yeah.
Yeah, Natalie's not there a lot. But I've been spending less time, and then on the weekends, I just kind of like to get away
Hmm.
from all the craziness because that's all it is. It's sheer craziness.
It is. And yeah, I mean, what perfect way to get away though than to travel and see other cities and other just do things other than watch the craziness that's in movies and television these days because it's just getting worse, honestly.
It really is.
Sometimes you got to go be the main character in your own story.
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
like that. Well, and you know what's so sad too is it really wasn't that long ago that things were kind of normal. Like, yes,
Hmm.
Hollywood was gonna like put their little agendas in movies to a degree, but it was very you could watch a TV show and politics never came into play, like ever.
Right.
And it's
Hmm.
like, I don't even know if that's possible today.
Well, and even so, like back then, it seemed like they did still focus at least a little bit on weaving a story together and focusing to
Yes.
some degree on entertainment. Now it's just all about the message. It's all
Yeah,
about the
it
Yeah.
agenda.
is. It is. It absolutely is. And that's what I've been kind of watching like shows that came out a couple years ago because it really was 2016. Like when Trump went into office, it's like
Mhm.
they changed and I don't know if they're ever going to change back.
It's
Like,
like a shift happened in
yeah.
the
Yeah.
universe, or like, I mean, not, I don't know, something happened.
Yeah. And hello to Matt, a common idiot. Also not an idiot, but
Hello,
hello to
Matt.
Matt. Good to see
One
you.
of my favorite YouTubers.
Yeah, we'll have to have Matt on soon. Yeah, it really is. It just gone that was the mark. Like you go back and you watch and TV shows before
Mhm.
2016, they were just they tried to write a story, they tried to write compelling characters, maybe a romance, funny, whatever it is, and that was it. Like there
Yeah.
wasn't politics or these forced agendas, and now it's just a lot of
Right
agenda.
up there. And it's
It is,
so heavy-handed, you can't even ignore it really. I mean, it just turns you off from the entire thing. And
yeah,
even if there is some good content mixed in, you're so tired of it that you just
definitely.
cannot put yourself through it again. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just how I feel, especially like with Marvel right now. It's I just can't.
Do you know? Did you see? I didn't even go see Shang-Chi. Or what? Why am I not even saying that right? Shang-Chi, Shang.
Yeah.
You ist over there.
I didn't even see it because literally, I think about 4 episodes into Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I
Yeah.
got bored with Marvel, and I've watched nothing Marvel since outside of Black Widow. I
Yeah.
saw Black Widow, but that was it. Did you see Shang-Chi?
I did. I keep psyching myself up thinking the next one's gonna be different. The next one's gonna be better. And
And it's just not.
I love Doctor Strange. I feel like it has to be better, and I just know it won't be.
You're like, it will fail.
It's gonna
Set the bar
fail.
low.
Yeah, that is what you gotta
You won't
do.
be disappointed.
And I want to say really quick, hello to Polly, and I will be on Polly's show at 9 p.m. tonight. So I want to give that shout out. So head over to his channel at 9 p.m.
Hey, Polly.
But yes, yeah, it is. It is. And with Marvel, I don't know. I can't figure out. Maybe you can tell me how you feel. I'm like, am I just burned out on comics in general? Is that the issue? Or is it like I don't know. Or is it kind of the politic infused thing they're doing that's wearing me out? I don't know. I can't decide which one it is.
I think for me, it's definitely the politics and the poor writing.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
just it's the laziness, it's the lack of investment and the time and energy it takes to truly develop new characters. It's all of those things. It's not what it used to be.
Right.
And you get sick of it. Like I said, some of it I would be okay with if they did it properly, but they're not even taking their time. They're just rushing in all of these new characters, and then you add to that the fact that all the new characters are, like, basically female versions of the old characters. It's tiring. It's
Yeah.
old. It's stuff we've seen before, just worse. Just
Yes.
so
True.
I love heroes. I love, you know, I love the superhero genre. I love comics. That doesn't bother me. I don't believe I could be overwhelmed by that. But I can be overwhelmed by bad storytelling, and
Yes.
that's what we're getting right now.
That's good. That's a good point. And I think, that actually makes me think like the thing that I've enjoyed that has been comics this year is I did enjoy the Snyderverse version of Justice League, and it was pretty much politics free. It was just a story, and
Yeah.
you either
Fun.
yes, you either liked it or you didn't, but it wasn't for political reasons.
I mean, unless it's a movie about politics.
Yeah, why are they needed?
Maybe keep it out of it for the most
Yeah.
part, unless it applies to the story, to the plot. You know,
But we all know when they force it, and we
Yeah.
all know.
Yeah.
We all know.
and we're not stupid.
No, we're not stupid. We
But
get
they
it.
think we are.
They really do. They clearly do think we are stupid.
They
That's a good
prove it
point.
time and time again.
And our boy Damajanai, aka
Jumanji.
welcome to Jumanji. I was on his channel last night with the Dark Council. Had a lot of fun. He says, "Hello, ladies. Great hanging
Hey,
last night.
Jumanji.
It was awesome. I had,
Jumanji. I was just bragging on you today, actually.
yeah, she was.
I was.
She
True
was
story.
definitely. And this is what I have for Jumanji because I know he likes Dave Chappelle.
Red it gives me wings.
We need to clip that too.
We do.
He had on
That's
his
how I feel about some of my energy drinks.
he had on his channel last night. He had the episode where Prince plays basketball with Charlie Murphy. Game blouses.
So good.
It is. I've been rewatching Dave Chappelle lately and had a lot of fun doing so.
Good humor.
It was.
It really was.
What was that one where was it on SNL or was it his show where he's imitating some politician and he's always like, "Yo!"
That was on his show.
"Yo!"
It was when he made fun of, gosh, what was that guy's name? Dean Cain.
Oh, because
Dean
there
Cain.
really was that
Yeah.
politician that's a "Yo!"
We need to clip that.
And he's like in the bedroom with his wife and he's like, "Yo!"
Gosh, yeah, Dave Chappelle that was some good comedy.
It was.
It was. And sadly, like so much ever since 2016, like nothing can be done today. And hello to
No.
Orange Hat Reviews. Good to see you. Yeah, it's just sad. Like we would say, oh well, I feel like people are always like, well, they couldn't do that today. And it's kind of more like, what could they do today? Like
Right.
that's kind of where we've gotten.
And it's getting so bad. Like even little things they can't do today. Like just recreating She-Ra, they can't do today. Like what was wrong with the original? Absolutely nothing, except that she looked too much like a girl, I guess. Can't
You're
do
like,
that today.
Not allowed. Womenly, nope, not allowed.
Women, it's okay to look feminine. It really is.
And do you know, kind of bringing back
but
guys,
do what you want.
bringing back our
Right.
video that we did on Marvel about maybe changing X-Men.
Right.
Maybe-
Oh.
Maybe Jane, maybe they don't like women because women has the word men in it. So women have to go too.
Well, yeah. Remember they changed the E to an X?
That's okay.
I guess we're all she-man women haters.
It's insane. It is insane.
And it was Howard Dean. That was his name, the politician. And Mr. Buttcrack Media. Oh my gosh.
Mr. Buttcrack.
Mr. Buttcrack. So nice to have you here, Mr. Buttcrack. And Sir Mr. Buttcrack.
Sir Buttcrack, if you will.
Yes. And hello to the lovely ladies of Force by Entertainment. I appreciate you all a lot and love your shows. Also, hello to the lovely Jane Theory.
Hello.
Well, Mr. Buttcrack Media, we are always happy to have you here.
Just know
with
we
us.
see you and we appreciate you.
We do.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
I feel like that was a little naughty to the Buttcrack, but
But we love some butt crack. We love Mr. Butt Crack. I feel like that could be clipped and taken so many ways.
the ladies of Force of Light love Buttcrack.
You heard it here first. Jane's like, what did I sign up for? But yeah, they do. They can't even do, as you said, simple things right anymore. It's
No.
amazing what they're able to botch these days. And speaking of botching, I wanted to show this because I'm sure you've seen this, Jane, on Twitter. It genuinely.
Hold on, I gotta show this.
Oh, what do you guys see?
Because that is so true, Mr. Buttcrack. We love it.
We second it, definitely. 3 feminine ladies. That's right. That's right.
Yes.
We keep it classy.
We
Around
do.
here.
We do. We do.
San Diego.
You need some of that too.
We
You
do.
stay classy, San Diego. Hello to Steven. But let me pull this up. Let me do a share screen on this. There's something I wanted to show you guys that genuinely made me laugh because this news person botches this on so many levels. Hold on one second. Let me restart this.
Oh.
Oh, it's good. Okay, so guys, to get the context of the story, they are auctioning off from the from the Netflix Marvel series, like which I loved, Daredevil. I think it's like perfect on Marvel. But anyways, you guys have got to see this. So there's an auction going right now where you can buy these suits. So listen to this woman. She botches it in every way she can botch it.
12. And who's your favorite Marvel Comics hero? Mine is Superman. Remember the motto? With great power comes great responsibility. Have a great night. 12. And, who's your favorite Marvel Comics hero? Mine is Superman. Remember the motto?
She's so
With
confident.
great power comes great responsibility.
Oh my
Have a great
God.
night, everyone. We'll see you again at 6.
My apologies if you all just heard me snort into the camera. Because I wasn't expecting that.
Because what gets me is one,
Like,
my favorite Marvel character is Superman. Mistake 1. Mistake 2, she then quotes Superman as Spider-Man.
like if I know that, she needs to know that. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna leave it there.
I just couldn't believe it was real, but it looks like it is.
Oh, I mean, it's been trending all over YouTube. It is exactly TD. She's so proud. Like, my favorite comic Marvel character is Superman. And as Superman says,
With great power. As Superman shoots the spider webs out of his hands.
man, that must have been okay, guys. So all I can say about this is that was straight out of Anchorman. Someone behind the scenes said,
She'll say, eh.
yeah, exactly. They said if you put it on the monitor, she will say, eh. You know, like that's it.
It's an Anchorman kind of nice.
I mean, that was just so botched on so many levels. Like, how did that happen? Yeah, fake geek girl. She's totally a fake geek girl. She's either like
Totally.
really, really nervous or a fake geek girl. That's all there is to it. That was pretty bad. She doesn't even realize it's a Spider-Man. I know, that's what makes it so funny. Like just the double whammy of it, that she one thinks Superman is Marvel, and secondly that she quotes Spider-Man.
Like the most infamous Spider-Man quote from the Tobey Maguire movies. The one that I still quote to this day.
Yeah, I mean that was quite the
San Diego.
I
quite the
wonder
mess.
if anyone corrected her since then. Like, has she responded to the
She's like,
reaction?
She's like, I said what I said.
It's so
Gosh.
sad.
it was pretty botched. It was about as bad as it can get. Let me see. Let me see what else we can find. Someone was like, you show Natalie's private messages. Natalie's private messages are exclusively things I send her for the show.
It's true. I mean, we do text, so if it's real private, she'll text me.
Yeah, that's exactly what I will do. Yes. I was going to show this, and I don't think I can play the sound on this because if I do, I feel like because of the music. Okay, hold on. There we go. So guys, this is comedy tonight, or today, late night comedy, aka propaganda. And yes, they have fun music that plays. I can't play it because I feel like they would not monetize the video if I did play it. But yes, this is, back in the day we used to get like funny people in the evening, especially at night when this comes on. They used to be concerned with making us laugh, putting a smile on our face at the end of the day. And now they dress up and dance about the jab. That's what I do now.
I don't know about you all, but when people that are starting to see more and more like the Capitol from the Hunger Games are telling me to do something over and over and over, I kind of want to do that thing even less.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, it's like, what's the
That's just me
obsession?
personally. Talk to your doctors.
yeah. Talk to your doctors. But
Well, see, that's what they should say, but they won't
Oh,
even
we
say
didn't
that.
even
It's
show it. We were
just
telling
trying to
this. Oh my
force you.
gosh, my lord, Jane, I didn't show it. We'll replay it. Now I gotta watch this. Now you guys can know what we're talking about. Sorry, I botched that one. I botched that as bad as that newswoman. Okay, I admit it. All right, so guys, this is what we were talking about. Let's make sure it's being seen. It's being seen. Okay, this is what we got. This
This
what
is
we got.
so cringe.
Injections.
Yes, and because we're so happy, about it.
Living the Vida Loca.
I get a shot. And it's just kind of like, again, what has happened? Like, comedy is dead. Like that's what goes as comedy today. I mean, again,
Why?
you guys do what you feel is right for you and make the medical decision that you feel is right for you. That's not what this is about. But it's just like, in what world do we live in? Like, whoever saw this one coming? It's just, I don't know. Jane, what do you think about all these late night people?
I just don't understand exactly what this is who is this supposed to convince?
Yes. Yeah, because the people, for the most part, I feel like
sheep.
for the most part, I feel like people who want it have already talked to their doctor. They've already gotten it. Like
Yeah.
I mean, because we have a high percent of people that have done it. So,
Right.
I mean, it's kind of like, again, if you guys want to do it, then do it. That's your decision. But Shane is absolutely right. It's propaganda. I mean,
Yeah.
that's 100% what this is.
Yeah,
That's why
but who is
Natalie,
it? It's bad propaganda. They can't even do that right. It's like, who is it supposed to convince at all?
It's
Yeah.
like,
It looked
you know,
like 3-year-olds. I mean, who would see this and think, who would not turn the channel? It's just, I don't understand the audience.
it's like a guy that's trying just a little too hard. And when I say a little too hard, I mean a lot of too hard. Like, just take it down a notch. And then maybe
Yeah.
the girl will want to hang out with you. I mean, I don't know.
Kaylee, I've not seen James Corden's, but I already know without seeing it that it's really bad. That's what I know. Because everything he does at this point is just really, really bad. Yeah. It's truly, Chris, it's cringe propaganda. That's
It is.
100% what it is. Again, I think you said that, Jane, it's not even good propaganda. I mean, it's just bad. It's just not funny. It's not entertaining. It's
The media has been more effective before. Let's put it that way. This is not their time. Yeah.
Yes. Like, because if you wanted to get that message out through comedy, then find subtle ways to bring it up, like in a humorous way, not like do a full shindig dance at the beginning of your show, which isn't funny.
It's not.
I know what I'm going to do for Halloween.
You're going to be one of the syringes?
Yeah.
Well, that's the other thing too. They put guys in the outfits. Now, what if those had been girls in cute syringe outfits? Could
Yeah.
have played a little differently.
You might have swayed some more people had you gone that route. I mean, I don't know. You still might not have, but it would have been better.
It would have been better to watch at least.
Yeah, you would
They
have
might
had
have
A
been
bunch of
lined up
hairy
around-
dudes in high white boots. I mean, it's just
That
stupid.
is a little odd. I mean, they might have been lined up around the block to get the jab, if only, but
And Deranged Lunatic, aka DL, with the 99 super sticker. Thank you so much.
thank you very much.
Good to have you. What do we got?
I like that laugh.
I feel now you need to get more for actual laugh in it because you need to hear. She's like, to understand.
They know it though. They know
They
that
do.
Justin Bieber's a punk. He's a punk, and he made fun of her.
He
Her
is
laugh.
indeed a pump
He is a pump and a punk. Yes, he is.
and a pimp.
Is he though? Is he? Jane's not sure about that, and I'm not sure about it either. I'm not so sure. But let's see. I wanted to pull this up too. Let me see. Do I have the? Let me turn my share screen back on, guys. Jane, you can just be like, Michelle, you're not showing it. But I like this. Gina retweeted it. We've got the one and only Riri.
Rihanna.
Rihanna, and she's wearing the "Think While It's Still Legal" t-shirt, and I put fire emojis under mine.
Yes.
That's right, Riri. Think for yourself, Riri.
Yes. I've always loved Rihanna. She's awesome.
I mean, I can jam out to some Rihanna.
Heck yeah.
I definitely can. But yeah, I was liking that t-shirt. Let's see. What else do I have on this?
What a pretty woman.
She is.
She's beautiful, yeah.
So beautiful.
We'll go back to Riri then. She is very, very, very pretty woman.
Love her makeup line.
Yeah.
Me too.
She's awesome.
Great stuff. Yeah. Like she really was dedicated. She didn't just put her name on it. Like she's really been involved from what I've heard.
That's good too. Yeah. I need one of these shirts.
Good one.
I know. I need one. I definitely need one.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we wanted to bring up because Bond comes out. Bond comes out in 2 weeks. And in 2 weeks, we get Bond. So this is the Bond. He's actually the Bond I grew up with. Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah.
I believe this is No Time to Die or no, Die Another Day, maybe. I don't know. I love this movie. It had, what's her name? Terry Thatcher in it.
Yeah, I saw this one, but it's been a long time.
Yes. I used to watch this movie all the time. And they get handcuffed together and they ride this motorcycle together. And I feel like it's worth pointing out, Jane. Have you seen this movie?
I have. I've seen all of the Bond movies.
Okay. Like this character, I forget her name. I don't know if you remember.
I don't.
But she was a very good female character.
Yeah.
Like she plays a strong female in this movie.
She wasn't the damsel in distress. From what I remember.
She was not. That was more Thatcher's character.
Right.
Was a bit more of that character where she was very capable, but yet it is a Bond movie.
Yeah.
Right.
So Bond is in the lead in this situation.
Right.
It's like sometimes, why do we even need to explain this? He's the main character.
And he is a man, so he is masculine.
Yes.
The
in
movie
the role.
The movie is James Bond.
It's literally, isn't it?
So we go from that, which this movie came out, I feel like in like 98, maybe around then, 98, 99. And now we go to today's.
Oh, God. I cannot.
And we got James Bond. Can we just point out like how miserable they look?
So pathetic.
She's like, I don't want to be here right now. He's like, me neither. We're like,
This is terrible.
let's get some Krispy Kremes and make this better.
But let's go back. Okay.
How does this even happen? I don't even know what circumstance under which this scene would happen.
I mean, it really is like they're just cruising to get some gelato.
It's a donut run.
Because please tell me this is not a life or death situation, and they're on a freaking. They're on
Because
Fiesta.
her face says that she's kind of like PO'd at him. She's not really like, her body language is not like, I want your hands on my hips
she's
right
like,
now.
please don't touch me.
Don't
Ooh,
touch
God.
me.
She's like, I know you need to for safety, but I really wish you wouldn't touch me right now.
And he's barely touching her. Like, how is he hanging?
He's like, yeah, it's not worth my time. He's like, she's not feeling me.
He's like, this isn't gonna happen tonight.
No.
So let's go back. So you've got like James Bond. He's this masculine man on this big manly motorcycle driving through the street with this woman who's very capable. She's in it. They're handcuffed, but yet James Bond is very in control of the situation because, again, he is 007. He's one of the best spies in the entire world. And
He's one of the most interesting men in the world.
is.
Yeah.
I mean, he is. And you just see the James Bondness, the manliness of James Bond.
Like whatever they're about to get into, he's ready to take it on.
Oh, he's ready.
He's down.
Yeah, and it's not, again,
He's read the room and he's ready.
And even though they're handcuffed together and he's using one arm, the other hand is still holding her there. Like, she's not going anywhere. She's not going to
Yes.
fall. He's, like you said, he's very much in control of the situation, and she's safe where she is. Not that she isn't capable, but he is being a strong hero type figure in this particular scene. You don't get that at all in the second
No.
image. I
Well,
don't know what it's giving me,
yeah.
but it's not giving me man in control, 007, trained killer, nothing.
Well, and, I just now noticed that I'm really focused on this picture, and I remember the scene now. Again, showing that she's a
And
capable
she's
woman
helping him
because they're
steer
cuffed. They're both steering
Yeah.
the. I mean, he's in
Right.
front. He's in charge because again, it is his movie. But
So it really is like a partnership.
It
It
is.
is.
Yeah.
and
Which
that
is how it should be.
and that was their relationship because she was more the capable woman. Again, is it Terry Thatcher? Is that her name?
yes.
Yes, she was more the damsel in distress that in this movie, where this one was more like his equal, his peer. But what we don't really get is equal and peer in this situation.
You don't get that at all. At all.
It's pretty bad. It's
We get I've had a long Monday and it's taco night.
like, I mean, what gets me is their faces. Like, they're just so miserable. Like, they hate this movie as much as we may.
They do.
Oh my god.
And it's just like, does this man look like 007 to you? Does he look like the man who's about to save the world to you?
His legs kind of do.
Natalie says there's hope in the legs.
It's the legs for
Is
me.
there?
She said, is there?
Is there though?
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I don't
I
know.
don't even know why they released this picture. Like, why would you do this?
I feel like we need the context of the situation really badly.
Like at least have them both looking fierce or both smiling, like just something, and not both so disappointed by life and where they are right now.
Right. It could have been better. It could have I don't know how, but it could have been better. The bike choice, exactly.
The bike choice is absolutely awful. And yeah, they look absolutely miserable. They totally look miserable. And she looks disgusted having to drive Bond around. She really does. She's like, what is my life right now?
But then
she
why
hates it.
why is she driving him around?
I don't know.
How
Because
would
she's
this
a
happen?
woman, hear her roar. She's ready to
I'm
go.
gonna take the wheel. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Share Bear says it looks like a Roman holiday nod. It may
Yeah,
be.
maybe so.
But why is that in this Bond movie? I don't know. Two people who hate each other on date night. That's exactly what it looks like. That picture is just sad. It really is. Bond is about to fall off the bike. He really may. He really may. He
If it goes any
definitely may.
faster, I definitely will.
So Bond is taking a back seat to the new 007. That's what it seems
Literally.
like. Yep. It's
That's so
it's
sad. It could
it
have
really-
been good. It really could have been, but
it really could. And I want to show this. Let me get, and obviously this doesn't mean that I'm gonna like it, but I love Bond. And clearly you like him, Jane, since you've watched all the movies. This gave me a little bit of hope for this movie. Chris Gore, who of course he has a lot of thoughts that I think are pretty good on the movie industry. But he really enjoyed it. He said the new James Bond is fantastic. The film has my kind of checklist: fun, action, romance, high stakes, great villains. Also, it's the longest Bond film at 2 hours and 44 minutes. That is pretty long. Avoid spoilers at all costs. Stay until the very end of the credits.
Can I just say I love the names? Hashtag. The name of this one.
No Time to Die.
No Time to Die, baby.
Oh, I love the Bond names. They're so
Like,
Bond.
I would die and all, but like I ain't got time for that.
I got time for that.
He's like, nobody got time for that.
Don't go dying on me.
He's like, hide your kids, hide your wives.
I got shit to do.
Yeah. So Jane, what do you think about Chris's comments? I'm hoping that this is how I feel because I
Yeah.
love Bond.
I'm
I hope.
hopeful. I'm definitely hopeful for it. The only problem I have is that nothing that we've seen to this point suggests that it's going to be different from what we've been getting from woke Hollywood lately. I did like
Yes.
the initial images that came out. I haven't liked the trailers that have come out, even though they did try to improve the trailers along the way. They may have changed some things in response to fan criticism, but I just they released that image. That's not giving me much. That's not giving me much to work with.
That image is pretty bad. It's bad.
But I want it to be good.
I do too. I do too.
do.
And hello to Rev Kev. Always good to see you.
Hey.
Yeah,
Hello.
I hope guys like we will review this. I've enjoyed Daniel Craig for the most part. Some of the movies have been up and down for me as far as my enjoyment, but I've enjoyed him as Bond, and
Mhm.
I love the look of these movies. All of them have been
Yes.
beautiful. I mean,
yeah.
absolutely stunning. I mean, they go through Europe. I mean, they're gorgeous movies. I just hope that this Daniel Craig, which of course is his final movie, I hope it does him justice, and he's not just literally on the back of like a little scooter the whole movie. That's what I
Exactly.
don't want.
Okay, everybody, excuse me. I need to go to the ladies' room. I've had a lot of water tonight,
Oh.
trying to hydrate. So I'll be right back.
Okay, well, that's a first. Natalie's gonna go to the restroom, guys.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah, I guess it's bound to happen at some point. Let me see. I want to pull this up and ask before we move on to the next article. So, you guys know since Daniel Craig is finished, the question is being asked of who should play the next James Bond. You guys know my answer. It is without a doubt Henry Cavill, who was actually up for it when Daniel Craig got the role all those years ago. Jane, who would you like to see cast as?
I love the idea of Henry Cavill in that role. I think he really suits. I mean, he looks exactly like the type of person you would want playing that character. But I don't know. Like, I kind of want to see. I don't know. There's a Scottish actor. What's that show? He's in the period piece television series.
Are you thinking of Outlander?
Outlander, yeah, that
I know
guy.
oh gosh, that guy's really attractive too.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
he would be amazing.
I could live with that. I could live with that. If there's no Henry, I could definitely live with that dude.
Oh.
Yeah, he even played in that spy comedy with what's her name? The woman married to Ashton Kutcher. Yeah, I forget her name. But anyways. But yeah, I could definitely see him. He would be excellent.
Sam Hugan, I think his name is, or something like that.
I think yes, I think you're
I
right.
don't know how to pronounce.
Yes, yeah.
But
Yeah,
he's so hot.
Oh,
He could
he's
definitely
like
work.
yes, Mila Kunis. Yes, that's her name. Yeah, not Demi Moore. Wrong wife. Wrong wife. We've moved on to another one. Yes, he would be another pick because he's kind of got blondish red hair, doesn't he? Yes, he could be. I could definitely see him playing James Bond as well. He's just got that suave, that James Bond has to have a presence.
Yeah.
I mean, he's James freaking Bond. It's a good character.
Yeah, you gotta look good in a suit.
You do. You have to look good in a suit, and you have to have like strong facial features.
Yeah,
like very strong cheekbones. Yes,
a jawline.
Yes. I could definitely see him.
Oh, Michael Fassbender, Chris. I like that idea.
He has that vibe as well. He'd be another good one. He does.
More ginger representation.
Natalie's for that. She was saying the dude from Outlander, and I said I could take that too.
Oh my gosh, that guy is so hot.
Because my first pick is Henry Cavill's James Bond, but he would be really good too.
He has got serious sex appeal. You know,
Oh,
as
definitely.
gingers, we just can't help ourselves.
Yes. And James says, yes, James Bond is a great male character. Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
We don't need a female James Bond.
No, like that's not James Bond. James Bond is supposed to be James Bond. Absolutely. So yeah.
Oh, TD says the actor who played Lucifer.
He's an attractive
He
dude.
is, yeah.
He looks good in a
Definitely.
suit too.
He does.
I love a dark-haired man, that's for sure.
Yeah.
He's very
All
tall.
kinds.
He is tall. Yeah. And that's another good thing about Henry, or I think the guy you brought up from Outlander. I know Henry's pretty tall, and I think the guy from Outlander is pretty tall.
I think he is.
I think he is too, if I remember correctly. Let me see. I'm trying to find this other story
Yeah,
that I said.
6'3". Woo.
Yeah, see that's good. That's good. That's good. What is this? I'm trying to pull up these things. Okay. I'm gonna have to let me get the screen right, guys. Let me remove this. Let me pull up another share screen. 1 second. I've got another story on Bond, since Bond is coming out in 2 weeks. There's a lot of talk about Bond. Let me pull this story up. Here we go.
By the way, when I was going to the restroom, I saw where somebody commented "no time to pee."
That was funny.
Oh my gosh,
That
I
was a
missed
good
it. Who put it? Oh my gosh, that was great.
That was awesome.
I missed it because I was looking on Twitter. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah, there was not a time to pee, but she went for it. That's what happened,
Life's all about, I like to live dangerous.
apparently. But Jane, have you seen this?
I
that
had
James-
not until you told me about it. This is insane.
Yes, James Bond, No Time
my
to Die
God.
director calls Sean Connery's 007 a
Yes.
ist over classic scene. And I actually went back today and watched the full scene. They have it in this article. We won't watch it, but where is it? I believe it's down here somewhere. You could watch the full scene.
I don't know the particular scene where.
There it is.
Okay.
There, it's this scene, guys. You can watch it, and if you go to this, but basically, it's one of
She
those.
looks pretty happy though.
Yeah, she looks pleased.
And it was one of those, oh no. And then she immediately just goes for it. Like, he definitely does not, you know what? I mean, she definitely was interested.
Yeah,
She was a
yes,
willing participant, is what I'm
she-
trying to say.
It was consensual.
It was
Yes.
consensual. That's what I was trying to get at.
She was down to party.
She was. So Jane, I mean, what do you think about this type of nonsense that we got?
I'm
we
not
got going
surprised.
on?
This is their take on everything. Now, he initiated the contact, right? So
Yes.
it must be that, in their opinion. That's why I think that's why you see him on the bike, just gently, barely touching the other actress's
it's
waist.
true.
Just barely touching. I think that's what it is. Any type of actual affection between two heterosexual people these days, again, it's something that is very simple, but it's something that's just unacceptable now, it seems. And
Yes.
God forbid the guy be the one initiating that contact.
Well, and the truth is, call me crazy, but I think it's like when you like a guy, and so guys, if you're picking up that a girl likes you, we generally like you to take the lead in things, like,
Yes.
to initiate things. Like, I'm not saying, I'm speaking for everybody. I'm just saying I think a lot of women do feel that way.
Definitely.
think-
And
Oh,
Typically,
go ahead.
but it's like it seems like that's one of the things that they're trying to erase. They're trying to
Yes.
erase
Yeah.
anything that is remotely associated with gender norms, and
Right.
that type of interaction is one of them. They don't think it's acceptable, and so they're trying to remove it from society as a normal thing, or demonize it as something that is this, as they've described.
Definitely. And I mean, the thing with, like, it just kind of gets to the point, like, can they do James Bond
Yeah.
post
That's the
2016?
question. Yeah.
Because, like, he is a ladies' man. Like, he is the spy that every woman wants to be with. Like, he has that. And, I actually thought about it, and it's like James Bond, I mean, so he's very
I mean,
intelligent.
he's a myth,
Yeah, he's very intelligent. He's suave. You've got this very handsome man,
Mhm.
dressed like he just stepped out of GQ, knows how to handle himself, very confident, driving Austin Martins or BMWs, whatever car he's driving. Yes, like, he's going to turn women's heads.
He's
like,
gonna
he is.
he's gonna attract some ladies.
It's going to
The thing
happen.
is, he knows how to seduce women.
Yes.
He doesn't have to force himself on
Yes.
any of them. He knows that it's part of his job. He's the male femme fatale type character. These people are trained to do exactly this. It's part of his profession as well as his personality. And I think that's the thing that they're missing.
Yes, it's no different than Black Widow's character.
Exactly.
Where she was supposed to be able to seduce men into getting information and stuff.
Yeah,
It's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
He's just a male version. And these women, I mean,
are willing participants.
they're willing participants.
They say I volunteer as training.
Very willing. And each relationship gets him further along his mission. I mean,
Yes.
they act like all of these things are
a
pointless.
dream
They don't
for a man.
understand it's woven into the larger story. And it's ridiculous.
Every woman I sleep with gets me one step
One step closer.
Just saving the world.
Saving the world.
He's quite and thank you, Billy, for the €5. I was about to say the $5 euro. It's like, nope, that's not how you say that. Sam, how do you say his last name? Hugan is in Outlander, Scottish actor. Well, he is a very attractive man.
He is.
That's all we gotta say. This is how we feel about this.
Rainbow! It gives me wings!
Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
Yes, James Bond. I mean, he's the man, the myth, the legend. I mean, it's what people want, and people want you want James Bond to be James Bond. Like you want him to be that sexy man that can seduce women.
That takes charge.
He does.
Yes.
I mean, that's why you go to watch a James Bond film.
If you remove that, what is left?
Yeah. I mean,
Really, it's like, you said like his personality. It's why he is James Bond.
Yes.
Like to go in all these different scenarios and be able to do it. So why would he be any different than women? I mean, he's not going to disrespect women, but he is confident and suave, and that's part of the character.
do you know who he is? If you strip him of the suave that can seduce women, he's Ethan Hunt, who we already have, because Ethan Hunt in Mission Impossible, he doesn't he's not really the seductive type. That's not his thing, because they didn't want him to be just like James Bond. So they didn't make him that way.
Yeah.
And it's like, but if you strip James Bond of how James Bond was written years ago, then you get Ethan Hunt, like a British Ethan Hunt. And it's like, I like them both, but let them be who they are.
Yeah.
Right.
And David,
I don't even know what to say anymore.
the man, the myth, the legend, David Neal. And he said, hell to the chat. So many awesome people here. Hell to Jane Theory, and welcome. Last but most definitely not least, hell to the lovely ladies of Force of Light Entertainment. I sincerely hope you are having a wonderful show.
David, thank you so much.
Well, when you come in,
Yeah, baby! Yeah. Rainbow! It gives me wings!
David gives us wings.
David's giving me wings tonight.
He gives us wings. And Dominique, thank you so much, Dominic.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Michelle, Natalie, and Jane. The Wednesday live stream never disappoints. Well, we are so happy.
We aim to please, is what I always say.
Yeah, baby! Yeah.
We're happy.
Oh, yeah.
We're happy to have you here. Nat, I mean, exactly. I play James Bond. I mean, James or Austin Powers. That's who they based Austin Powers off of.
Yeah.
Like that suave James Bond who can get any woman at any moment. Like that's why Austin Powers is funny.
Yes, exactly. Gosh, I love Austin Powers.
And I think what's so sad to me is like, Jane, I can't think off do you know who wrote James Bond originally? I forget his name. As soon as you say it. Let me see if I can Google this. Let's see. Chat, if you know, you can throw it in there. But anyways, what I was gonna say.
Listen, Grand Admiral Adam, don't speak.
Ian Fleming. Yeah.
Ian Fleming, yes.
Listen, you're cool. You're suave too.
Yes.
Believe in yourself.
But yes, exactly. Ian Fleming. Okay, so what makes James Bond so cool, like even cooler, is the fact that Ian Fleming himself was a British spy. And he imagined up this spy who all the women loved. And to me, it's just so cool that someone who is literally a spy wrote this character that all these years later, over 50 years later, and we still love this character.
It's true.
And for us to strip
He's
that
a
character,
man of mystery, like Mr. Power.
Yes.
yes. And for us,
Man of mystery.
yes, man, keyword. If you get anything out of this, guys, know that James Bond is a man.
It's a man, baby.
It's a man, baby. And thank you so much, Rick. Jane is right. If you remove all of those Bond attributes, what you have left. Michelle is right in the answer. Ethan Hunt. Bond ain't broke. Don't cry. Or don't try to PC fix it, as you will lose the core fans like me. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You will not pick up
Exactly.
new fans. You will lose the diehard Bond fans, as I have, and it seems Jane has at least been a big Bond fan, and so many of us have been. Like, that's all you're going to do is tick us off. If you,
I liked the movie with Christmas Jones. Do you guys remember her? Denise Richards.
oh yes,
And then there was that other beautiful woman, because I just love beautiful
That's-
women. So there was two, that really.
well, I mean, Bond's always had beautiful women
Always, yeah.
in his movies, and usually one of the two is a very capable woman.
That's true.
Yeah.
If you see, so they've always represented that.
It has. It's always been quote unquote diverse in that respect, but it was done well. And these days they don't understand how to do that. And it's just, if we go back to what we were saying before about them being so incredibly lazy, they could create another character. Ethan Hunt
Yes.
character, inspired by James Bond, right? Indiana
Yes.
Jones, inspired by James Bond. And yet they became iconic characters in their own right. You could do the
Yes.
exact same thing with a new character, even a new
Yes.
female character, but they just won't. They refuse. It would be so much easier and cheaper just to gender swap and go on. And nobody wants to see that.
No one does. Absolutely not. And you're exactly right.
No one, not a soul.
And then you've got, Jason Bourne. Like, we've had many awesome spy trilogies or series, and people love them, but it takes time and creativity. And you have to come up with something new, which, as you said, they're too lazy to do. I mean, it's sad. And thank you, Golden Candle Studio, for the
you.
$4.99 super chat. The two candies that melt in your mouth and not in your hand, M&M.
I love it. That is so cute.
I like that too. That gets
I like that laugh.
That gets creativity points.
It does. Well, and speaking of, you brought up Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Let me get 1 second, guys.
What has Indiana done now?
Oh,
What's the thing now?
You'll see. It's worse than James Bond, apparently.
Oh gosh.
When you think it can't get any worse, it gets worse. So hold on 1 second, everyone. Let me put this and share.
Oh my gosh! I just saw the title.
Did you see the title? You
I
saw
did.
that?
Oh gosh.
So
No, he is not.
Was Indiana Jones a predator? We'll put
Oh
it
my
that way.
gosh.
She doesn't even look much younger than him.
She doesn't.
I'm not trying to throw shade at her. I'm just saying she doesn't physically.
Because Jane, in this article, they go back to discuss that basically the introduction to Miriam and how she talks about 10 years ago and how age-wise that would put her at like 16 and he would have been in his 20s.
And that was normal in the 30s.
Exactly.
Like it was.
Yeah,
It was appropriate for the period.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. And but yeah, so that's that article talking about basically it kind of calls him a predator, basically. And it's just like, so within the week, guys, James Bond has been called an ist. And Indiana Jones, inspired by James Bond, has been called a predator.
Like sands in an hourglass. These
Oh
are the
my
days of our
God.
lives.
Yeah, it's just, and thank you, Mr. Buttcrack Media. Mr. Buttcrack, you didn't have to give another 99 super sticker.
Mr. Buttcrack.
We appreciate it. We
You've
appreciate
outdone
it.
yourself.
You have outdone yourself
Thank
today.
you very much.
Yeah, I don't care what they say about Indiana Jones. Never touch short, round, and appropriate. Yes, he did not. He did not. He was always very respectable. But yeah, it's what you said, Natalie, and what you're saying, Jane. Even if she was younger, if you went back and did the math, even though we don't see that on screen, a 16-year-old back in like the 1920s at that point, it would have been what so many 16-year-olds were married.
Yeah, that's about when you were married.
Yeah.
With kids.
I
Yeah.
mean, as much as this is cringe, like,
Yeah.
you know, just a few generations ago, like grandparents or great grandparents type, you know, women were getting married at in America,
13, 14,
13,
15.
the guy was
Yeah.
15. Like, that was normal, like in certain areas.
It was absolutely normal. And again, like, what's going to become of the new the new Indiana Jones? I have less faith in the new Indiana
gosh.
Jones movie than I do the new Bond movie.
I don't even
Like, don't get me started.
I can't even begin on this one. I have no hope for this whatsoever.
No. Well, and especially if that's like literally how they view him.
Yeah,
I mean, is that literally? Are we frozen?
I think we
Uh-oh.
are.
How are we frozen? What the heck is going on?
And why do I have to have a weird face while I'm frozen?
Can you guys hear us? Let's see. 1 second. 1 second.
Is that on? Is the computer on?
Hold on.
I mean, not the computer.
There
the
we go.
camera.
Can you hear us? Are we good? Jane?
I can hear you.
Good.
Oh, good.
Okay, I don't know if
Okay,
the
they
camera
can hear.
died. Maybe the camera just died. I might not have charged it all the way.
Chill.
And thank you so much, Rick Bourne, for the
Thank you very
$10 super chat. Yes, historical context is important to consider. We can't apply culture today to back then, and those who wish to get over it and read an old book and not the internet. Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly. We say this.
Right.
But in this case, you are right.
History is history. It doesn't mean it's good. It is what it was, like whatever the thing is.
Yeah.
It certainly doesn't make it good or right. It's just that certain things were typical at certain times.
Yeah.
And also, I think it's important too to keep in mind, like they were saying, context. You have to look at the full context. Life expectancy wasn't very high back then either.
True.
You have to consider that. You have to consider how much more mature you had to be by the time you're 16 years old.
I mean,
it just wasn't, the society itself wasn't the same. Teenagers weren't the same. 20-something-year-olds weren't the same. And people who were over 40, there weren't very many. So, I mean, it's not,
right.
It's just a completely different world.
It is. And yeah, they really, I don't know. It's bizarre. Like the fact that these are legitimate articles, that they're really questioning some of these things it just shows how insane it's gotten today.
I think it's part of the agenda, basically, to tear down traditional gendered people and characters. So you have these traditional masculine, strong male characters they want to tear down because that's not acceptable for them today. So you can't look at those characters today. You can't look at them in the past. You can't enjoy any of these characters. They have to destroy them all in order to replace them with what they consider to be ideal, which is something very bizarre and very different from anything we've seen today.
Definitely.
Why they justify it, I don't know, but they simply cannot accept female women and they can't accept male men. At the end of the day, that is the thing they're trying to do away with and normalize their version of what they think society should be.
And of all the issues in the world, it's like they're obsessed with it right
They
now.
are.
They're absolutely obsessed.
Yeah, I mean, totally. And it's just like, I wonder, like, we keep saying this and asking this question, like, when will it end? Like, when will they realize? And hopefully, guys, again, Chris Gore really seemed to enjoy the new James Bond. I hope I leave there and I really love the movie. That's what I hope. I hope that they do James Bond justice, and it is a very enjoyable 2 hours and 45 minutes of my time. That's what I want when I go see James Bond, because I love the character, and I just want them to do a good goodbye to this version of James Bond.
Right.
He deserves it.
Exactly. And which started when I was in high school. I actually had like
Yeah.
a sentimental moment thinking of like when this started, this bond. So I hope it's good. But anyways, guys, our camera's dead. And
We're dead.
and the hour mark has come. But Jane, thank you so much for coming on. We've had an awesome time chatting it up with you. Next
Yes.
time my camera won't die. I will.
Yeah.
You know what it was?
Michelle will be prepared.
I was on the Dark Council last night and I forgot to charge it. So
Yeah.
I was charging a little before, but it clearly didn't have enough
No time to charge.
no time to charge.
No time to
so
Hilarious.
Chris, I love it. You guys are killing us with these James Bond titles.
That really did. I was downstairs and I just saw No Time to Feed.
Okay.
I cracked up.
We've started a new thing from now on in the chat. Here, let me go back, guys. Hold on. Let me hold on one second. I will show our faces on the old ugly camera. Hold on.
Gosh.
Hold on. Let's see. Let's see there. Got it. Is it working? I don't know if it's gonna work. Let's hold 1 second. There we go. We'll show the old camera. But I will say this. Listen, I need you guys from now on. I want Bond quotes in our chats. I want no time, and you guys fill in the blank.
Charge another day.
Charge another day.
So true.
Guys, I need you to bring this energy every week. I need the Bond quotes. That's what I need in my life. That's what I need.
Live and let battery time.
I love it. I love it. That's what I want. I want you guys to keep coming up with these live and let better. I love it, Share Bear. Let's see. The charge is not enough. I love it. You guys are killing it. I love it. Yeah, I've got to have this.
Hold on.
You guys are something. I love it. I love it. Tomorrow never charges.
My God, you guys have cracked us up.
Charges are forever. Apparently not tonight. I've got Dr. Charge. Oh gosh, I love it. And so before we get out of here, Jane, tell everyone and they've had your link in our description or in our chat. Tell them where they can find you and what you've got coming up.
Okay, good. You can find me here on YouTube where I post movie and television reviews and occasionally some pop culture commentary. You can also find me on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram at Jane Theory.
Awesome.
Thank you guys for having me. This has been so much fun.
Yeah, well,
thank you for coming on. It was a pleasure.
We'll have you back. One last one, Chris. The quantum.
Quantum
I don't know why I feel like I just sound like Moira Rose when I started to sing. It was a pleasure. Thank you. Like, I don't know what I can do. But it was a pleasure. Thank you for coming on.
Billy went with no time to fart, but
definitely not.
And anyways, shake and not charge.
You guys are gold.
I love it. I love it. We're gonna try to get out by Sunday. Definitely by Monday, we're gonna have our Venom review. Our Venom Let There Be Carnage video will be out either Sunday or Monday. So be on the lookout for that. And definitely go subscribe to Jane Theory, who does reviews, pop culture type things. Great channel, as you see.
Yes.
And Jane, we'll definitely have you back on. Enjoyed this.
Yay. Can't wait.
Subscribe to her for more of that soothing voice.
That jazz voice.
You need it in your life. It's just you won't regret it. Go subscribe.
It's like the jazz flute.
It is.
But in voice. It's like Ron Burgundy playing the jazz flute.
He's under, the bathroom stall. He's playing away, and that's like her voice.
It is awesome. And Jane is awesome.
Oh,
absolutely.
thank you.
Absolutely. And Adam, our friend Adam. Great to see you. Great show, ladies. Well, thank you, Adam. Always nice to see our buddy Adam. And yes, go subscribe to Jane Theory. Well, everyone, that is it for this weekly roundup. And as always, ladies and gentlemen,
Remember.
Well, actually, before that, there will be more James Bond next week as we get prepared for next week for
Oh.
Bond. So more Bond to come, and you guys bring it to the comment section. But anyways, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, remember to be a force of light. All right, bye.